What's going on, guys? My name is Oreo Token, and today we're going to be talking about the shotgun, the Riiswalker, that is found in Iron Banner that we can finally get random rolls on once you finish the bounty. They messed that up earlier where you couldn't get random rolls once you finish the bounty for the Iron Banner quest in the season, but now it is available for us to farm. So now that it's farmable, let's talk about the God roll and what perks you should be looking out for. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so let's talk about the Riiswalker and what we're looking for. If we're looking for a max range roll, we can do that. This is a shotgun that is able to hit 100 range as a lightweight frame, which is very, very rare for any shotgun out there. Now, with it being a lightweight frame, that means that it's probably not going to hit at the same ranges as your Astrals and as your Fellwinters. And another thing to think about is there is no opening shot on this weapon like Fellwinters has. There is no slide shot. There's slide waves, but no slide shot. Nothing boosting your range past the perks that are here that we show right now. So with that being said, it's not going to dethrone your Fellwinters or your Astral, and that's okay. This is a different play style. Using lightweight frames are a different play style, and so let's talk about what we can do with that. So let's first talk about our max range Riiswalker. What it has is, it has here, starting off, it has our smooth bore perk for the barrel. Smooth bore, what that says is it gives you plus 13 range to your gun. After that, accurized rounds will give you plus 8 range, so you're just adding onto your range here. These two combined are giving you right at 21 range. We'll skip this perk and come to the last one, Iron Reach, plus 18 range, minus 27 stability. What that means is you're trading out range for stability, and that is a great thing right there if you want to find range. But let's talk about the lightweight frame shotguns. They're not going to reach at the distances your Fellwinters and Astrals are. So the way I use lightweight shotguns is I use it as the shotgun as a primer, the melee as the finisher. So I like to use this with melee builds. I find lightweight shotguns to be very good with Celestial Fire and Titans. I say this because Titans, their whole class is built around melees. Things happen when you get melees. Hunters have, Archrider, they can do that. They basically have Syntheseps in one of their subclasses, but Titans, their whole idea is built around meleeing people. So if you're a solar, you can melee somebody and create a sunspot. If you are an arc, you basically have Syntheseps without having a Syntheseps. So there's things there that work really, really well with the Titan and really, really well with the Warlock with your Celestial Fire. That can really give you more range with your melee. So I like to pair lightweights with those two classes specifically. And what this does is it makes it so that your range stat makes it so that you can do a lot more damage from a further distance. So I find max range being better with a Warlock because you have ranged melees just in case you get outside of the melee range. But if you want to go for a more stability handling type of roll, let's take a look at that. All right, so what I recommend for this is going to be what we have here. This is going to be a barrel shroud to stability and handling. Assault mag increases your fire rate just in case you need to double shoot if you're too far out of range. Then firmly planted, which says increases accuracy, stability, and handling while firing when crouched. So basically you have to slide in every engagement, then that's going to count. And then swashbuckler. If we're pairing this with a melee, what this is going to do is I'm going to shoot somebody and then melee somebody, giving me swashbucklers ×5, which is 30% extra damage. So the next encounter I have, I most likely will kill somebody with the one shot of my shotgun. So this is the role that I would look for if I'm going to pair this with my Titan or my Warlock, or even maybe my Hunter. We have shurikens out there too. We have throwables as well. So this is the role that I would be looking for a lightweight frame. Now, we talked about this earlier. This Riiswalker is not going to be meta. It's not going to be your Astral, or it's going to be your Fellwinter's Lie. And that's just not what it's meant for. Lightweight frames are not meant for that. 7 Seraph CQC, it's a great shotgun, don't get me wrong, but it's also in the same boat. It has good range, but you're still at that point where you still need a closer, more strategic play style in order to get that one-shot kill. And with that being said, I get the use and the utility of a lightweight frame, but it's not going to dethrone your Fellwinters and your Astrals, mapping across the board. What this can do though is it can help you quick draw to the shotgun melee somebody, or really work on your melee builds, which is very dominant in certain play styles for like I said, Warlock or Titan. So I would use this situationally for those different things. And don't get me wrong, it can still map at like 6.5 meters, so that's still a good thing. That's still pretty far. I mean, you're looking at a meter difference between Astral, Fellwinter's, maybe 1.5 meters compared to the Riiswalker, depending on how you map it out. But I mean, that's still really good. And realistically, if you're using, you know, Synthesis Titan and you melee at somebody and you basically lunge, they can't really track you with your primary unless they have a shotgun out and they're waiting for you. You're most likely going to get the shotgun melee kill, and there is a skill gap there where you shotgun melee at the same time, and it feels like you're just getting one shot melee. So there is something there that you can definitely work on and excel at. So I definitely recommend it for that situational play. Now, I do recommend this gun. I do think that a lightweight frame in the primary kinetic slot is something we are lacking, and it is very viable. So I would say definitely this is worth going for, especially the 2 roles that we talked about, either firmly planted or quick draw on your first main perk. And Swashbuckler, Vorpal, and Iron Reach I think are all very good perks as well in your second. And we talked about the different barrels and what they're good for. So I highly recommend those. This is not the best shotgun, but it is definitely good for situations where you're shotgun meleeing, and I think you should definitely go for it. Once again, my name is Warrior Token. I hope you appreciated that video. I hope you guys also can find a good role. Tell me what your roles are, because I have a crappy role and I want to hear what you guys have. But I'm working on farming for the best role out there. One of these roles that we talked about. So hopefully you guys had an amazing day. Hopefully you guys have a good one. Watch this video. Please stop by the Twitch streams. We stream on Twitch weekly, and the links in the description. And also appreciate your support. Y'all have been killing it recently with the support. I appreciate that so much. So hey, y'all have an amazing day, amazing time farming for this weapon. I'll see you guys back in D2. Have a great one. My name is Warrior Token once again. Bye bye.